It was so much fun painting there, and I had a wonderful conversation with a gentleman. He stopped at the table and like he really liked what I was doing, and then he started talking about his mother, who's also a painter, like she loves to work with watercolor, and we had a really lovely conversation. So that was so much fun. The title of my video is Joie de Vivre. That's what I called it because that's what Robert and I have been doing, going out and enjoying life to the max, and I've been painting and all this stuff. So a friend of ours, Jim, just returned from a trip to France. He asked me, what would you like me to bring you back? And I said, I would love to get some macaron. So this weekend, no, actually it's last Tuesday, he came over for lunch, and he brought me this box from France. It's from La Durée, Paris, and it's macaron, and the cover of the box is called Le Petit Prince. I said to Jim, I will open it on during the video, so here it is. Look at that. Lovely. And, okay. So, these are the different macarons. So let's see what's in the box. It's a beautiful, beautiful wrapping. Do you want one, Robert?
You bet.
Otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? Oh, ooh. So. Oof. So, would you like one, Robert? Fait que toi, t'as pris, you took lemon?
Must be.
There's another one, Fruit de la Passion. I think it's lemon.
No,
The other, huh?
It's lemon.
Lemon? So there's pistachio. I'm going to try Fleur de Sel. So, thank you, Jim. We're enjoying it.
Not bad, eh? Wish you could be here, Jim.
Oh, wow. C'est un délice. Thank you, Jim. Thank you very much. Le Petit Prince, inside, it's written, l'essentiel est invisible pour les yeux. What matters, you can't really see, I guess. I don't know how you would translate that. But I believe it means that the essential comes from the heart. And that's something that I strongly believe in. So it's really a lovely link to what this video is all about. So thank you, Jim. Want another one, Robert?
No.
No?
You'll get mad at me if I eat too many.
Like last time?
like last time.
So talk about a nice start for the video that I'm about to do. That was fun, especially to have Robert with me because he's not very, he doesn't like to be on the camera too much, so that was fun. So I hope you enjoyed this. So I invite you to join me with your favorite drink, because the video will be a bit long. The reason I called this video Joie de Vivre is because that's really what we've been doing, Robert and I, for the past month and a half. Almost every day we go out and we're together, and we go either for a hike, or we visit places. Sometimes I bring my my art supplies and my sketchbook, and I will do something. Sometimes it's just the two of us walking and going after for a coffee, and we're having such a lovely time. And fall has it's disappearing, and we haven't seen it so far. So I mean, it seems to be going fast because we're doing something every day. We've committed to each other that we're going to have to spend a good fall season, and that's what we're doing, no matter what is going on with our lives. And you know, we have obligations like everybody, and life does have a way of making its way through what we're doing. So projects change and all that, but overall it's been absolutely a wonderful fall. I received my Derwent set, the Inktense pencils, and I inserted them in my large pencil case. And so this is it here. So I have them all together. I made a color chart. And the reason I did that is because the colors are different when dry, and they're a lot more vibrant when water has been added to the pigment, and also because they're not quite the same from what you look at the pencil. They're a bit different. So this is my long-term sketchbook project. So I made this watercolor. This is a watercolor, and so I have my little character here. This, I did it, I believe it's last fall. And I did it from memory and imagination. And it's a place at Petrie Island. And I don't know if you remember, but one of my first video of the Outings series in Eastern Ontario, the first video that I did was about Mer Bleue and Petrie Island. So I did this in the video, and if you actually look at the background, and I just realized this today actually, is that this is very similar to what Petrie Island looks like. So that was, when I looked at that earlier today, I thought, my goodness, this is so strange. But this was done from imagination, and this is her place to paint and do some nature journaling and write her thoughts and all that. So I really like this scene. And I thought today what I will do is work with my Inktense pencils, and I thought, well, why not do a similar image, reverse. I don't know if it's how you call that, a cameo. It's like a little image of a scene. It's something very light. So I'm using the Fabriano paper that I bought last week. So this is a block, and so what this means is that all the sides are glued. And before starting the video, I thought, well, do a reverse image of this painting, okay? Do a reverse image and see what you can come up with that. And so what I did is I used the outliner pencil. Okay, so my intention to work with these pencils, because I don't know them and I will discover them with you. So I will experiment with you, and I also know from the exercise of the color chart, what I learned is you don't need to put a lot to get a really bold color. So the drawing that I made, who knows what will happen? It might be a fiasco. I don't know. That's not my intention. I want to learn, and I want to see how I can use this medium and see where I'll go with that. It's like I say, if you look at like even the first one, okay? The first one is called Sherbet Lemon. The lead and even the tip here is kind of greenish, but when you apply the color, it's a light yellow, a pale yellow, and then when you apply the water, it becomes really a really nice yellow. So even looking at the pencils, I cannot guarantee what color I'll end up with. So that's where the importance of the color chart comes in. I think that's a good idea to do something like that. So I will use that as a reference. Okay. And let's put this aside and go to the drawing. So for the drawing, I used the Derwent outliner. I tried to make a really light line, the tree. For the bark of the tree, I will start with a light color and build it. This is mustard. It's not what you would expect. Let's do this together. During the art exhibit, I was asked by a few people, how do you start something when you learn, you don't know anything about it, how do you get into it, and where do you start? And I think my answer to that is you just go and jump in it and try to figure it out. And that's what I am going to do. I know that these are totally different from watercolor. It's ink, and after you wet it, it's permanent. So my understanding is that you would work from really light colors and you build it up one layer on top of the other. And there are a few questions that I have in mind. Is if I want to make a color mix, how do I do it? The thing with this drawing now is from imagination, but it's also memory. And I'm not expecting too much from me today. I'll be honest. I'm not expecting too much. I just want to know. And another thing that's totally new to me is this paper, hot press. And I don't know how it will react. So we'll all learn at the same time. And these videos for me are more about diaries, really, and it's for me to go back and see perhaps how I was thinking, how I was working, where I improved or where I should improve, and it's more of tracking how I work and what I do and what I want to do. It keeps me aligned. And one of the best time that I've had for a while is learning. And as you learn, you're a student and you're enjoying something. It's your creativity is being pushed, and it's absolutely wonderful to work like this. Okay. So this is mustard, and the next color that I will use, it's kind of a little bit darker. There's amber, there's tan, saddle brown, and baked earth, and willow. So I'm going to take them all. So I'm taking them all, and I'll see what I can come up with, what I thought I would do. So the next one would be amber. And I just want to put just little details here and there. You see, I don't work often with pencils, and this is a brand new world to me. As I've been going out in the field, if you want, with my art material to sketch out in nature, I realized how it's not always easy to carry all that stuff. It's not easy at all, period. But so I had to do this, and like you've seen in the previous little snippet of Perth. I'm working with my gouache. And the reason I did that is because I knew that there were tables in the park and that I could put my art supplies on the table and paint from there. So that's the reason that I carried my gouache, and I loved it. And then at the end of this video, there's another segment, and it's about Almonte. And I knew also that there was some places that I could sit there with my art supplies. But with Almonte, I decided to bring only my watercolor pencils, Prismacolor watercolor pencils. And I'm glad that I did that. So with all the trips that we've made and all that, I began to figure out what it is that I want to bring with me. And so that's, it's not always perhaps the best material when you go out in the field, because you wish you had the proper equipment, the proper setup, but that's not what, for me, what this is all about. When I go out and I paint and I'm grasping, I guess, I'm gathering information, visual, sensorial, like you feel the air, you smell things, you hear the birds or the wind, and it seems to it's kind of a buildup of the memory. And also, like, I paint quickly, and that is also another thing that I quite enjoy, is this quick marks on the paper, and that I like that, and I really intend to bring this kind of quickness, if that's a word, in the studio later on this fall. Saddle brown, we shall see. I might be sorry when I apply the water, because I like the designs that are happening here, but that is how I am going to learn. This long-term project is kind of building up in my head. I don't think I could do this just with imagination. Like, it was important for me, all these little trips, day trips that we made this fall, and me carrying my art supplies and, gathering information and memory and all that. I wanted to feed my imagination, my memory, build images and souvenirs in my mind, because that's what I want to do in the sketchbook project. I want my little character I want to project an image of what it is that I feel when I'm out there. I want to show or paint or draw scenes from the experiences that I've been going through this fall, and see what I can do to build my story. I would love to be able to share how it feels. I would love for somebody who will pick up that little booklet that I'll do to be fired up and just do something that will make them feel as good as it makes me feel. It's such a special time with your sketchbook and yourself. You are focusing on something, and somehow that thing makes you feel like you're one with it, and it's just a beautiful feeling. It's actually fun to work on this paper. That's one thing that I maybe I should mention is it's very smooth. It's it's lovely. And for now, I'll leave everything else like that. I'll do the rest. So, scary part. To start with, I will use a fine tip. So let's start right here. Immediately look at the intensity of this. I hope you can see how vibrant they are. You cannot reactivate the pigment with water because once it's wet and it has dried, it's permanent. And so I've never used them, and I thought, okay, well, I'll really experiment with this. So I did my sketch, and I thought, that's kind of a neat little sketch there. And so that's one thing. You become precious really quickly when you realize you've done something that has potential. But I did not want to stop myself there, and I decided, okay, you're here for the experience, and you're going to experiment. And so I colored, and so I started making my tree, and it turned out not bad. And then I added the water, and I was so happy with the results. What I will do next is use a larger one, just to see. I'm excited, really, because I can see what I can do. This is something that I really enjoy. Once this is dry, and it's actually it's almost dry. So I could have gone a little bit darker with my pencil, so I reworked the painting. Go a little bit darker this time. Press more, add pressure to the lead. To me, like, I've never worked with those pencils, but I've worked with watercolor pencils. And again, it's two different worlds. When I did my sketch on that paper, again, this thing about, well, it's expensive paper. You don't really know what you want to do. I mean, you have all these thoughts going on in your head. And then I thought, no, you're not going to succumb to this fear of what? Really, it's a pencil and paper, so do it. And that's what I did. And I surprised myself. I surprised how it turned out, and I have now another vignette of for the story that I'm about to write. So I think it's wonderful. So for the story, I already have several illustrations done, but there's a few more that I would like to do, and then I will be able to concentrate on the story. it's dry, so I will add water to this. Truly a revelation for me. I think it's wonderful. So what I want to do next is paint my little yellow warbler paint. Well, color, I should say. In her hair, I want to put some red highlights. So just let's see if I can do my little bird. Basically, that's my drawing. I might do some modification, some highlights, or adding some dark, but I really like this image. I think it's fun. Working with those pencils is an eye-opener for me, and I quite enjoy this. So I see some of the potential that I can work with, and I look forward to continue experimenting with this medium. Hope you enjoyed this. So this series on Eastern Ontario Outings, fall 2025, has been very productive and inspiring, and I think it has given me a lot of food for thought, and for this fall and winter. And I look forward now to getting back in the studio and start working. I think this has been a wonderful fall for Robert and I, and now I'm ready to start working in the studio. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back in about 2 weeks, and I leave you with a short segment of our day trip to Almonte. Hope you will enjoy, and again, more nature sketching. So I will see you in 2 weeks, and until then, please take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.